in Imperial Beach, combining three of the things that I love the most. But Jeff, how did you find this hidden gem?
So I've been doing some work down here in Imperial Beach, and I've seen this place under construction, and I just had to figure out what was going on here. And so here we are at Mike Hess Brewing's Biergarten.
With the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Hess.
Well, I'm just a guy, but yes.
Thanks for having us. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so jazzed because we've got plates of tacos, French toast, we have beer, and we have the beach just a few feet away.
Yeah.
So why did you come down to Imperial Beach?
I think you just kind of nailed it right there. But you know, we have built out locations on the beach. My wife and I met on Coronado, and one of the things that we've always been seeking as a brand and for a venue is a place where we could be near or on the water, but also have outside space. I didn't expect that we would find something that was as magical as this place with 6,500 square feet outside, but so this was definitely a treasure. But being able to come to IB and be in a not only beach town but also a Navy town. I'm a former Navy officer, so being where my people are was important, and we found this spot and we saw the potential here, and we were just, as soon as we saw it, I called the owner and signed the lease.
I heard that this is the largest beachside beer garden in California, maybe?
It's entirely possible. I don't know how many beachside ones there are in Northern California, so I'm going to say that's probably true. Yeah.
I like it. Well, we're going with it as the truth. You're known in the industry. You have a unique approach to the beer biz. In San Diego, you were ahead of the curve. You kind of brought cans to the game, or a unique spin on cans. Am I correct?
That's true. We were the first brewery in San Diego to own a canning line, and we just saw that the potential for having cans so you can bring them to places like the beach or to a pool deck and places like that, outdoor adventure, the cans were better packaged than bottles. And when we were starting out, we had a choice of one path or the other, bottles or cans, and we put our money on the canning line, and that was a bet that paid off well. When
you drink one of Mike's beers and you take that can, the whole lid comes off the can. And I mean, it's a great way to drink a beer, and it's unique, and I think it's a trademark for you.
Well, cheers to that. That's fantastic. Now, also, you're a beer garden that actually has food, which is not always the case.
We have 5 locations in California. This is the first one with a kitchen. We had this great opportunity to partner up with Jerry and his crew at City Tacos. We've been working with them since they opened up their North Park location like 4 years ago. So they've been doing our Taco Tuesdays and all kinds of our other special events. They did our company party this last year too. And it was actually Jerry that brought me this location. He's the one that pointed it out to me. He knew about it because his business was Ivy Street Tacos, and he had an offer to come over here, and he said, it's too big for me, but I know a guy who can pull it off, and he brought me into it. And the city of IB said, we don't want you to open up a alcohol establishment without food. So I immediately called Jerry and said, hey, if I build you a kitchen, will you move your business over here? And he said, absolutely. And it's the combination is incredible because you get beer, tacos, and the beach, right? It's the trifecta. And I'm so excited to have breakfast here now. So we're open on the weekends, 8:30 till noon on Saturday and Sunday to do breakfast, because you get eggs and omelets and French toast and pancakes. We have been here every Saturday, my family and I, even though we live slightly north of here. My kids are like, let's go to City Tacos for the breakfast, so we come down to the beer garden to get the breakfast. But the tacos are incredible. They're so flavorful. The chef came from a French restaurant in Mexico City, so he knows sauces and marinades, and they're not just your standard meat on a tortilla. They're beautiful. You can see here the quality just from the look of them, and the taste is incredible.
Handmade, I love it. And now, Jeff, you were also saying what appealed to you about this location is the fact that you can bring your whole family. They have soccer balls, they got cornhole going on. It's so family friendly.
Yeah, so, I have 3 kids, and we're always looking for places to go to and eat where we can bring the kids. They can kind of go off and maybe do their thing, but not escape and not cause too many problems. So tell us what you're offering here for your customers.
Yeah, we're excited to open up. All of our locations are family friendly. That's one nice thing about being a brewery and manufacturer, is that there's no 21 and up thing. It's all ages. We've got high chairs, and we allow dogs in here too. But it's great because you have families who are sitting here. You'll have kids who are out here running around in the dirt, which will eventually get developed as we get into phase 2. But we've got cornhole and, like you mentioned, soccer balls, and just the kids can just hang out. We've got non-alcohol beverages for the kids. They can obviously eat. And that's a big part of when my wife and I started the brewery, we always want to have establishments where we're comfortable bringing our kids. It's really cool.
Everybody's welcome. I noticed that coming in. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in IB. but it's so family friendly, and there's so many people cruising by on their bikes and dogs roaming around, families heading to the beach. You know this area kind of well now. You have clients down here.
Yeah, so I was brought to Imperial Beach because I have clients from the Del Cerro neighborhood that have a property that we're selling down the street, and it's an oceanfront condominium on the 3rd floor. It's got views going up and down the coast, and you know, it's absolutely an amazing place. And I'm down here quite a bit showing it to people and introducing them to Imperial Beach, and everybody walks out of here super impressed.
Yeah.
It's a great beach community.
All right, so we're seeing the completion of the first phase,
Yeah.
but what does the second phase of construction have in store?
Well, so right now we're getting the plan set developed so we can go to the city and go back to the design review board, because we've expanded the project since our original pitch about a year and a half ago. So we've got, right now we just have 30 picnic tables and DG, but essentially what we'll end up getting is a really built out, beautiful beer garden with sailcloth up high, up overhead, so that there's shade, because you know, as you can see, we got the pop-ups out here right now that provide a little bit of shade, but we need more. It's nice to be out in the sun, but people don't want to get roasted. We're going to have a couple of fire pits on either corner of the property, and one of the really cool features that I think the city really loved and the people really embraced was that we're going to use shipping containers on the northwest corner of the property. So we'll have 3 shipping containers. One of them is going to be an outside satellite bar, so you don't have to go back in to go get a beer. And we have table service, so you don't necessarily need to go in anyway, but we'll have a bar outside for the beer. And then we'll have an elevated shipping container. Essentially, it's stacked on top of the other one, and we'll have it'll basically be a 10-foot off the ground, 60-foot long deck that you have ocean views, and you can also look up and down Seacoast from. It's covered, of course, seating inside and out. So the phase 2 development is going to be really epic. I think it'll bring a world-class establishment here to Imperial Beach.
Wow, when do you expect that phase to be done?
Hopefully by the end of summer for sure.
And with the shipping containers, such a unique approach. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, they're going to look awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, cheers to your
Cheers.
opening
Thank
and
you.
to being on the beach and to
Cheers.
feeding us this wonderful meal and these brews. So excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Glad to have you out. Thank you.